Here we are. Top of the mountain. In this entire building, there's only two people that know you are gonna win this fight tonight. There's you, and there's me. Everybody knows he's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger.
Breathe. Why do I need to breathe?
So you can think.
Why do I need to think?
So you can punch him in the face. Hard work is done. Now comes the fun.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Beast, arriving in theaters on April 10th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things Beast, I have the star, the Beast himself. He plays Patton James, I believe. Did I get the character right?
Yeah, close enough.
Patton James, the one and only Daniel MacPherson. How are you, sir?
Hey, man, how good? How are you? That trailer gets the blood pumping, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Wild, crazy. I'm getting older. I'm like, I don't have that energy no more. I was like, I can watch it, but I'm like, nah, my body can't do that. Out the gate, my first question when I thought about it and being able to talk to you, sir, was as an actor myself, filmmaker, creative.
Yeah.
When you get booked for a gig like this, you got to prep, you got to be ready. But when I started doing my homework, I was going to ask you that. I was like, hold on. I was reading your IMDb. This man's a triathlete. He's an Iron Man. Like, you got to be ready 24/7. So what was it for you when you booked Beast?
Yeah.
What was your prep for it? Like, are you a fighter already? Like,
Man, no, man, totally not. So I'd done a movie called Land of Bad with Russell back in 2022. Dave Frigerio, who wrote that film, went, hey, man, you guys work really well together. I've got this MMA script. I want you guys to look at it. I think you guys would be great as the leads. Now, when someone says, I've got a fight film, we want you to play the lead in it, and I want you, Russell Crowe, to play your coach, I started training like the next day. Wow. So that was 2022. So I've been training for 3.5 years for this film. It was on again, off again, indie film, finance and availability and studios and Russell and all of that. But man, thankfully we had that amount of time because it allowed me to train as much as I did. It allowed me to change my body. It allowed me to understand the fighter's life, the warrior's mentality, all the ethos that goes into being a fighter, living a fighter as a fighter, and just the intricacies and technicalities of MMA as a sport. So I started way back in 2022. I started boxing, jiu-jitsu, and Muay Thai. Then eventually I put those three together to start learning MMA as a sport in its own. But yeah, man, I came up as a triathlete. I raced Ironman triathlons for 20-something years. So I took all the discipline that I knew from life as an athlete and was able to put that into creating this character and this guy, this beast. And that's been one of the most satisfying parts of my career, probably in the last 10 years, is when I get to use all my tool set from sport and the acting chops for the last 25 years, and you get this kind of perfect storm, like a film like Beast with a great character. High level, we wanted to make it the most intense and realistic martial arts ever seen on screen. And then you've got Russell Crowe, so it's like, let's go.
Let's go. I love it for you, man. That's half of the fun, right? When we book a gig like this,
totally.
Is to learning the character, building it out, figuring out for yourself and that connection, and then bringing it to
as you know, we got this great privilege. We get to learn stuff at a really high level really quickly. So particularly in the MMA world, as soon as anyone heard that we were making a movie about it, so many gyms, so many fighters, so much experience and openness to come and help us came my way. It was extraordinary.
I love it. Love it for you, my friend. That's amazing. So, okay, you book Beast. You got to be a beast for yourself. You got that discipline to prep yourself, be ready for it. What do you think of some of the misconceptions? You know, this is an amazing film, and we get to see both in and out of the ring how someone puts their body through something like this. What did you find along the way? And this film also kind of shows through, you know, the film about MMA.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think the biggest misconception is this might just be a film about fighting, and it's not. It's a film about family. It's a film about purpose. It's about identity. It's about life after, you know, whatever you've been doing in your younger years. You know, one of my previous jobs on Strike Back was in the military world, and so I got to know, you know, combat veterans and military veterans and how hard it was to transition out of that life. Coming out of sport, I know how many buddies of mine who are professional sportsmen transitioning out of that sport and the loss of identity and the loss of purpose. And so that was something that I was quite kind of keen to take in to Patton, who was in this time in his life where he's fighting as a father and fighting as a husband and fighting just to provide in his traditional role as a male in his masculine sort of life. And he has to go back to who he was, you know, even at the detriment of his relationships, because he's got some unfinished business, and it's the only way he's going to move forward. So that was what attracted me to it. And it just so happened that the medium with which we were telling it just happened to be the biggest sport in the world right now, which is MMA. And so, you know, it could have been set against the world of hockey or baseball or anything, but it doesn't have that visceral, physical, life or death brutality that only MMA brings. And so, yeah, man, it's about more than fighting, but we also did the fighting really well, you know?
Definitely. And it rocked, man. Father, husband, friend, brother. That touched me. One of the biggest things that really grabbed me, though, is, you know, the camera pulled back a little bit. We saw you fighting, man. So what was that fight choreography like, dude? Man, like, how long did that take? What was that?
You know, no, exactly. And look, in the same way with Strike Back many years ago, playing a special forces operator, we would, you know, if we could appease and please with great responsibility the special forces and the military community, with Beast, if I could appease the fight community and go, hey, we took this really seriously, and we really went hard as we could to represent this sport and these people and the warriors that make up this sport on screen. You know, we took that with a great respect and great responsibility. Bren Foster, who plays Xavier Grau, I think 10-time world champion, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, ex-professional MMA fighter, he and his family, literally his family, elevated us and elevated me. You know, and it was like we wanted to show, because, you know, anyone can watch MMA 24/7 on the palm of their hand now, you know. So we had to show them something that maybe they hadn't seen before, and that had to be an intensity or a speed or a technical proficiency. So, man, it took every part of that 3.5 years, but we, you know, I was doing high intensity interval training to get ripped. I was doing heavy weights to get jacked. I was doing all the MMA training to pull off the choreography, and I was trying to do it all on about 2,000 calories because it's the only way I could pull it off. And then we went and shot in front of 10,000 people at one championship world title fights in Bangkok, Thailand. So I had 10,000 people screaming at us while we were shooting those final fights. It was like nothing else, man.
Electric. Wow, man. Congrats. I got to give it to you. One of the things that really blew me away is that the fights look so real. And, you know, I wasn't expecting it to, because generally we kind of go in real tight with the camera because not all the actors can really do it. You can do it, dude.
Yeah, man.
And we were right there seeing you, and you, bravo.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. That was, I never, you know, my stuntman is a really good buddy of mine. We live a couple of streets away in Sydney. We work closely together. But I said to Mick, I'm really sorry. I don't think you're going to be very busy on this one. I want to get in there and do it. I've worked so hard, and you know, we just don't have the time or the schedule to shoot in and out with stunts. I want to get in there and do it myself. And then, God bless him, though, he did get in and save the end of the movie. I got injured pretty severely on the second last night of the fight sequences, and there's a couple of punches in there towards the end of the film that are not actually me. but he saved the movie. So thank you, Mick.
Thank you, Mick. Salute to our stunt double. Salute to our set family. This was great, man. A lot of fun, action-packed. Really appreciate your time, Daniel.
Brother, great to chat. Thanks so much.
A pleasure. Everybody, that is the one and only Daniel MacPherson. Check him out as Patton James in Beast, arriving in theaters on April 10th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Daniel, man, you take care, brother. Great talking to you, dude.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much.
Definitely. Thanks, Arpa.
Why do we train so hard?
So I can breathe.
Why do you need to breathe?
So I can think.
Why?
If I can breathe, I can think. If I can think, I can win.
That's the way, boy. Come on.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
You are one of the greatest MMA middleweights of all time.
Come on!
Now you're working on a fishing trawler. I'm not a fighter anymore. Your brother has some debts that need attention. Come out of retirement. Fight the world champion. Or else we burn down your world.
I did 6 months.
You have 7 weeks.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
I took a fight.
When's the last time you trained?
It's been a while.
You got no engine,
And a whole lot of high
no urgency. You like wasting my time.
Let me ask you something, man to man. What kind of little bitch are you?
I'm the guy that's gonna knock your ass out.
Yeah, I know it's been there.
I fought for my life every day. Put on a show. No excuses.
Us soldier survivors.
There's 2 people that know who are gonna win this fight. There's you, and there's me.
You know I click like where you and your men's at.
What's the fight plan? Punch that punk in the face. It's a good plan.
Yo, my move is real rude. I lay you out, show you what still do. Monsters don't box my pump shot a block.
Patton James out of retirement for the shot he never got. This fight is all about redemption.
If I can breathe! If I can breathe!
It's always the nastiest.
I can think! I can think!
I'm a leader at last.
Can you continue fighting? Get it, baby! If I can think! If I can think!
I'll show you what still do.
Then I can win!
Major look.
Oh, thanks. I've heard about you too, but I didn't know that nerds rule the world. But that's kind of cool.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm one
Thank
of
you. Awesome. KUYA P, nerds rule the world. Hello. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Nerds
Appreciate
do
it.
rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
And I love what you do, and I love nerds, and you know, I think we're all nerds at heart. But anyway,
Thank you,
rule.
nerds rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World. But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right, nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes. Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
So much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy KUYA P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
Do. They rule the world, all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Love you, nerds, dude. Get it.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah.
Or are you, or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? A true nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
Nerds do be ruling the world.
Hey, let's go. Swang Who in the building. All right, there's a cut.
To go.
We're rocking now. There we go.
Patrick, how are you, buddy?
I'm wonderful, Daniel. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, ARPA. Daniel, I'm ready to have some fun if you are.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, I'm just going to do a 3, 2, 1. We're going to be coming off the trailer for my edit. So
awesome.
Let's rock it. Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.